Turning now to our top story. First Republic Bank sold to JPMorgan Chase this morning in a government-led deal meant to stave off bank instability. First Republic's failure is now the second largest in U.S. history after the collapse of Washington Mutual in 2008. Here with more, we've got Yahoo Finance's Ines Ferre. Ines?
Guys, and new details are surfacing about this deal. JPMorgan CEO Jamie Dimon and CFO Jeremy Barnum were on a media call this morning. Barnum pointing out that JPMorgan did not seek out the deal, but it does have benefits for the bank. Now, JPMorgan acquired about $173 billion of First Republic's loans, $30 billion of securities, and $92 billion in deposits. The FDIC, the agency which insures depositors, agreed to share losses on certain residential and commercial loans, giving JPMorgan some protection if those assets go bad. Now, the executives also pointed out that the bidding process over the weekend was competitive. Here's what Jamie Dimon, chairman and CEO of JPMorgan Chase, had to say on the call. Take a listen.
This is actually a very good outcome for everyone because this is how the system was meant to work. No systemic SRE, systemic, whatever you call that. It was put up for bid. It was competitive bidding, cheapest cost to the diff, which the FDIC said will be something north of $13 billion. But remember, and everyone should remember, that diff is paid for by the banks. So I think you're never going to have no bank failure. So if this is how these things work in the future, that's a rather good thing.
Now, PNC Financial was reportedly one of the bidders. It's worth noting also that the number of commercial banks in the U.S. has been getting smaller and smaller. And last year, there were 4,135 banks in the U.S., down from 7,088 in 2008. Now, one of the points that had been made prior to today's tie-up is that JPMorgan had already accumulated more than 10% of U.S. deposits, making it ineligible to acquire another bank. Also, remember that after the collapse of Silicon Valley Bank in March, JPMorgan was one of the banks to which depositors flocked to because they were too big to fail. Now, obviously, working with the government, regulators have signed off on this deal. So the details surrounding those sort of behind closed doors conversations may surface in the coming days, guys.
Yeah, indeed. But they did make the point that the government asked them to come to the table.
That was very important, and very important that Jamie Dimon said that right off the top. The government has asked us for this.
Right, indeed.